ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रो ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणो श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। ஈரொன்று தூப்பல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் சீரொன்று தூப்பல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் வாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோர் வாழ்தல் பானேர போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
In the concluding session, Rajagopalinga Swami is at the peak. He is in the rightest form, if I say it superlatively. Appaya Dikshita said in his commentary on Sri Yadavabhidayam that poets are creators. Poets are creators. Kavayaha Srashtaraha. Kavayaha Srashtaraha. They are like four-faced Brahma who have created. Sri Rangaprasad has created 1008 Namavali for Sri Venkatesha, the god in the. It's a very interesting story connecting Gunashilam Sri Prasanna Venkatesha and Sri Venkatesha of Varakur. All of us, if at all we have not worshipped the God, we must have the opportunity to worship the God. Please remember when you visit Tamil Nadu, make it a point to come to Varakur, so that it's just 1.5 hours from Srirangam by car. Welcome to all of you. Let us take the for the sake of the members joined today and of course recently new members, so we will take up the all the 4 verses of prayer in the concluding part, namely 3rd chapter, Tritiya Adhikaraha in Pancaratra Raksa. So we will take up the previous 2 also. I want to repeat the meaning. Let though all of us are, except me, all of us are in mute, please say the words again in your heart. Savyam padam prasarya. I will repeat twice. Savyam padam prasarya. Shrita durita haram. Shrita durita haram. Dakshinam kunchayitva. Dakshinam kunchayitva. Yanuni adhaya. Yanuni adhaya. Yanunyadhaya. Savyetara bhujam. Savyetara bhujam. Aparam. Aparam. Nagabhoge nidhaya. नागभोगे निधाय पश्चात् बाहुद्वयेन प्रतिभट शमने धारयन् शंखचक्रे देवी okay good देवी भूषा आदिजुष्टः देवी भूषा आदिजुष्टः जनयतु जगतां शर्म वैकुंठनाथः वैकुंठनाथ or वैकुंठनाथः. The next one, vidita nigama simna venkateshena tat बहु समय समक्षम बद्ध जैत्र ध्वजेन प्रतिपदम अवधानः पुष्यता सात्वतानां परिषदि विहिता इयं पंचकालस्य रक्षा. Now we will go to the third one. Of course, after recitation, we will come back to the first one also. So page 181. Kandula Kali Kajjala Avila Dhiyaha. Kali Kajjala Avila Dhiyaha. Kechit. Sorry, the first word also should have Visarga. Kandulaha. So now Kechit Jadaha. Again Visarga is added. Nishphala Vikrosham tu. Viyat Charaihi. Visarga is there. So Viyat Charaihi Sah. Bali Vyatyasa Vitrazibihi. Mogha Asha Api. Moghasha Api. Tatha Videshu. Avitatheshu. Aryeshu. Amoghaha. Brisham. Ukta Aishwarya. Maha Phala Udgama Dhiya Charya Iyam Acharyatam. The last one. Tyaktam Shastram Alepaka Prabhritibihi. Tyaktam Shastram Alepaka Prabhritibihi. Kim tena tasya agatam. Pradvishtam Jagat Eka Chakshushi. Diva Bhitaihi. Tataha tasya kim Dugdham Pittahataihi. Jugupsitam Ataha tasya api kim durjanaihi. Tyaktam chet api matkritam. Suruchiram kim deshikaihi tyajyate. Now let us take the first one in the page 180. So it is clearly said about the reclining pose of Sri Ranganatha. Of course, you find today many temples. I saw one in Mumbai, in the area called Banaswadi. Banaswadi is the name of the area in Mumbai where I saw a Sannidhi, Sanctum Sanctorum, where the smallest Ranganatha is available. The smallest Ranganatha is available. So Anuhu, like Anuhu, smallest one. So you go to Srirangapatnam, we all go to Srirangapatnam in Karnataka, near Mysore, and then you see the beautiful Divyamangala Graha of the lying pose of Sri Ranganatha. Then come to Pudukkottai, near Pudukkottai in Tamil Nadu, called Thirumayyam. Thirumayyam. There we have the bigger reclining pose of Sri Ranganatha. There are umpteen numbers of Ranganatha, in especially Pomona, New York. In Pomona, 8 kilometers from New York, you have a very great Ranganatha temple, and exclusively for the all incarnations of Lord Vishnu. Govinda Kudi, okay, there is also one Govinda Kudi. And I forgot the nearest one, Kan Nirainda Perumal. Kan Nirainda Perumal, you have a very small village while going to Tanjavur from Srirangam. So we have a very beautiful temple called Kan Nirainda Perumal. And there are so many others also. So let us all concentrate on namely Srirangam, being called Vaikuntham, Bhuloka Vaikuntham. So Vaikunthanatha. So we are talking about Bhuloka Vaikunthanatha. The Paramapadam on earth. The Paramapadam on earth. So what does he do? Savyam Padam Prasarya. He stretches his Prasarya stretches. He extends his left leg over the snake bed, serpent couch, and then both the divine hands, both the divine feet, remove the sins or steal away the sins of the surrendered people. Shrita Durita Haram. Shrita Durita Haram. Both the divine feet, when we fall at them as surrenderies, they remove our sins. So Durita meaning sin. And you can also say the Durita Tvaritam. He is doing it fast. He removes it fast, removes the sins fast. Shrita Durita Haram. The divine feet are the two thieves, a pair of thieves who steal away our sins without our knowledge. Then the Dakshinam, the right foot. Dakshinam Padam, add the word Padam here. Dakshinam Padam, the right foot, Kuncha Ittva, bending a little. And Januni Adhaya, making the knees take rest, rather take support in the bed. So Januni, two knees, Knees, Adhaya. Then Savya Itara Bhujam Aparam Nagabhoge Nidaya. So the left hand, Savya Itara Bhujam. Savya Bhujam is left hand. Savya Itara Bhujam is right hand. So Savya Itara meaning the other than the left. So Savya Itara meaning Dakshina. So Dakshina Bhujam, the right hand, will be under his head. That is not mentioned here, as already told you. As we go on looking at what you call having darshan of Sri Ranganatha, you must probe into the aspects of this verse so that we will understand clearly. So what we understand normally is descriptions are not fully true. So descriptions are not fully true. Sometimes poets may add some imaginations also. And therefore, we must have a practical knowledge of the vision that we have in the Sanctum Sanctorum of Sri Ranganatha. So, Savyetara Bhujam, so the right hand, then Aparam is left hand. So, Savyetara Bhujam is on the, they're touching the knees exactly, touching the knees. And Nagabhoge Nidaya, on the serpent bed, namely the Aparam means the right hand, the right divine hand. So Nagabhogi on the, 4 months back, let me have the chat again. Okay, so Nagabhogi Nidaya on the serpent couch, so snake bed, Adishesha. So Naga also means the elephant. Naga also means the elephant in Sanskrit. Therefore, you must also imagine him that he is coming in a what you call procession on the elephant also. Pakidam, we call it Pakidam. The only Vahanam, the elephant carrier, the only Vahanam which is the heaviest among all Vahanas in the temple here in Srirangam or elsewhere also. I find that the Yane Vahanam ரொம்ப கனமா இருக்கும். அது வந்து 200 பேர் தூக்கணும். 200 people have to lift the elephant, and then on the elephant, Lord is in the majestic form. So Naga Bhoge Nidaya. When the elephant moves very slowly, Lord also has got Gajagati. So Srirangam is known for Nadai, as we say in Tamil. So Gajagati, Sarpagati, Vyalagati, Tvaritagati, Mandagati, Simhagati, and Sarpagati. So many what we call walking style. We call it in Sanskrit Vilasaha. What is the address? Tamil வந்து விலாசம் சொன்னா address ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம். முகவரி. So Vilasa means what we call gait, G-A-I-T. Gentle gait is called Vilasaha in Sanskrit. So Nagabhoge Nidhaya, he puts his hand on the serpent bed, right hand on the serpent bed. Sorry, left hand, Aparam is left here, Savyataram is right. So Paschat later, that is, while we are looking at the Lord, Nadai, yes. It is not Nodai, it is Nadai. Okay. So dancing walk also. Right. So Paschat later, Bahudvayena. So what is the purpose of these two divine hands? What is the purpose of these two hands? Bahudvayena. The entire arm, starting from the shoulder to the finger. I told yesterday also. So Bahudvayena. So what is the purpose? Pratibhata Shamani. It controls the wrath, anger, W-R-A-T-H, anger of the enemies. They are not putting down the enemy, they are not killing the enemies. By these two hands, he holds the conch and the discus. Shankham Chakram. So Shankha Chakre, the Dharayan holding it. So Pratibhata Shamani. Pratibhata Shamani is annulling the victory over the enemies. Whose enemies? Lord has no enemy. Lord has no enemy, no friend. Na dveshyaha, na mama priyaha. Bhagavad Gita says, na dveshyaha. Nobody is a foe to me. Nobody is virodhi to me. And therefore, I have no friend also. Meaning, very close friend like Arjuna also is rejected because Arjuna was also disobedient. Arjuna called himself as Sakha, but he was disobedient. Even after 730 verses of Bhagavad Gita, he did not do what Lord Krishna expected him to do. Therefore, Pratibhata Shamani. We are all Arjunas. We are all Arjunas because we don't obey him. We don't obey the scriptures. Yes. Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, right? Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. Good. Sharmaji is giving. Thank you, Sharmaji. I'm equanimous to all. I'm equanimous to all. I treat everyone alike. And therefore, there is no enemy to me and there is no friend to me. Therefore, so what is the purpose of these two, conch and the Sudarshanam and the Panchajanyam. Panchajanyam, the conch, Sudarshanam, the wheel. Why? What is the purpose? It is not only for the ornamental decoration. It is an ornamental decoration for the Lord. And also, it is for the purpose of annihilating, not actually killing, annihilating the enemies, so-called enemies. And they are not enemies to the God. They may be asuras, demons. In the demon, there are too many castes. Danavaha, Danujaha, Asuraha, Rakshasaha, and so on. So many jatis are there, castes are there in the demon race. And therefore, anybody who opposes the Lord is a demon. And anybody who opposes the devotees of the Lord is a demon. That's all. So Devi Bhushadi Jushtaha. Jushtaha associated with both the goddess Mahalakshmi and other ornaments like Kaustubham, Srivatsam, Vaijayanti Mala, Vanamala, and Tulasi Mala. And whatever ornament as Archaka, as Bhattacharya, you add to the Tirumeni, as we say, Divya Mangala Vigraha of the Lord. Therefore, any ornament, even the other three which are left here, namely Gada, the mace called the Kaumodaki, the sword called Khadgaha in Sanskrit, named Nandakaha. So Nandakaha, Khadgaha, the sword, and also the twin weapons, namely the bow, namely Chapaha, or Dhanus, namely named as Sarangam, plus the Tuniram, the quiver, the arrow box behind the shoulder with the arrows, Sharaha. So they are all closely associated. They have no inseparability. Sorry, they have inseparability, and there is no separation from these two, arrows and bow. Even with the bow, one can strike the other, but the bow is always associated with the arrow. So they are not mentioned here, and we see them in the Namperumal. We see in the Utsava Divyamangala Vigraha, not in the main reclining pose of Sri Ranganatha called the Periya Perumal. So he has no weapons. He has no weapons at all. He is safely sleeping with the protection extended by Adishesha. Adishesha is very careful. One more security staff is there, namely Vishwaksena. And Garuda is always attentive also in the security of the Lord. So Garuda. So here, so we have all this. Why? All this why? Janayatu, let him create, let him give what? Jagatam Sharma. For all the worlds, Jagatam, plural. Sharma, Sharma meaning pleasure, happiness, the eternal happiness, the bliss, Peranandam, Tamil, Paramanandam, Sanskrit. So everything must be given. So this is a prayer for by Vedanta Deshika. As we understand in Srimad Ramayana, when we complete the recitation in a day, we say, Evametat puravrittam vyakhyanam bhadram astu naha, bhadram astu vaha. So all of you should become happy. All of you should be good people. All of you should be safe. So Bhadramasva. Pravyaharasa Srabdham Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parabhavaha. Those who read Ramayana will have no insult from anybody. There is no defeat from anybody. There will always be victory. They always will be victorious. Jayastesham. Then Kutastesham Parabhavaha, and they will have all benefits. Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parabhavaha. Then we say Indi Varadalashyamaha. Indi Varadalashyamaha. Lord is beautiful. Shyamaha. Grey in color as Neela Megha Shyamala Varna. Just like the water laden cloud, water filled cloud, water laden cloud, LADEN. So water laden cloud, and then where is he? Where is he? He is not in the sanctum sanctorum. He is in our heart. Indi Varadalashyamaha Hridaye Supratishthitaha. Even when we don't want him, if we want to remove him, it is not possible. It is impossible to remove him out of our heart. Therefore, Hridaye Supratishthitaha. Then what do we pay? Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha. Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha. In the right time, the rain should come. The rain should fall. Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha. Parjanya is the name of the god of rain, otherwise called Varuna. So we remember the Pashuram Arimanekanna, where Goda Devi gives a lot of strict instructions to the cloud. The cloud god, the rain god, is also under the control of Indra. And it is said that Goda Devi had our Ramanujacharya as her elder brother. So Arimaleki Anna. Arimali is Lord of Rain, God of Rain. God of Rain has got a leader Indra. Indra's Antaryami is Lord Vishnu. And therefore Arimali means Kanna. Arimali means Kanna. Arimali Kanna. Arimaleki Anna. So Ramanujacharya is called the elder brother of Goda Devi because of two statements in Nachiyar Thirumozhi. We will take it up later while we explain the Pasuram. So the exact words are of Nachiyar Thirumozhi is Nuru Tada Akkara Adishil Sonnen. Nuru Tada Akkara Adishil Sonnen. Nuru Tada Paraithu Vaithen, I think exact word, just one word for I forgot. So, Nuru Tada Akkara Adishil Sonnin. That was proved in not in Siviliputtur, but in Tirumaliranjolai, Madurai Kallalagar temple. It was the vow made by Goda Devi in her Nachiyar Thirumozhi was completed in Tirumaliranjolai by Ramanujacharya by offering the Lord their Kallalagar 100 parts of Tirukannam, or you can say Shakkarai Pongal, or you say additional meaning sore, meaning rice. Then Akkara additional, Akkara meaning vellam, jaggery. So Akkara additional meaning vellachoru. That was submitted to Lord Kallalagar by Ramanujacharya, and therefore Ramanujacharya was called Anna, the elder brother, by Goda Devi in her Pasuram, 4th Pasuram. So here, Devi this Vaikunthanatha should bless us. So in the Ramayana, so Indi Varadalashyamo Hridaye Supratishthita Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasyashalini. The entire world, we are not talking about our nation only, Bharata Desham. The entire world, entire universe should be Sasyashalini. It should be sufficient in creating grains, the production of grains for food. So all food items must be sufficient enough or more than sufficient. So Tanniravu Petra Ulahamaha Ahavend. Tan is self-sufficient world. Prithvi Sasyashalini. Deshoyam Chobarahitaha. This country meaning நறுநுணம் பொழில் மாவிரஞ்சோலை நம்பிக்கை நான் 100 தடாவில் வெண்ணெய் வாயிலிருந்து பராவி வைத்தேன். Correct. பராவி வைத்தேன். So right, the word paravi I forgot. All right, thank you very much. So here, the next prayer is Deshoyam Chobarahita. The whole universe must be bereft of, must be devoid of, must be without any lacuna or insufficiency. So Deshaha Chobarahitaha. Deshu Chobarahito Brahmanastantu Nirbhayaha. So all people, spiritual people, we are not talking about the caste here. Brahmana santu nirbhayaha, all of us should be without fear. All of us should be without fear. Vivekananda also said the same. All of us should be without fear. Deshoyam shobharahitaha. Brahmana santu nirbhayaha. Kaveri vardhatam kale. Let the river Kaveri rise up in floods, rather favorable floods. So Kaveri vardhatam kale in the right time. Then for the river flowing heavily in the Kaveri river, Indra must help. So Kale Varshatu Vasavaha. Vasavaha. So Vasavaha is again another name of Lord Vishnu. So again Indra, especially Indra. Kale Varshatu Vasavaha. So Vasu meaning wealth. So Vasava is wealthy person. The wealthiest person is Lord. And therefore he has given what we call allocated the portfolio of controlling the rains and giving the rains also. So Kale Varshatu Vasava. Prithvi Sasya Shalini. Kaveri Vardhatam Kale Varshatu Vasava. Shiranganato Jayatu. Here Janayatu is there. So one letter is just less there. Shiranganato Jayatu. Shirangashisya Vardhatam. So Shiranganatha is the Lord of the universe. And therefore, Sri Ranganatha Jayatu, may Sri Ranganatha be victorious. Otherwise, we call it in English, hail to, Hail, hail to Sri Ranganatha. So, Sri Ranganatha Jayatu, Sri Rangashisya Vardhatam. The entire universal wealth should increase. Sri Rangashisya Vardhatam. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam. Very important. All of us must have blessing from the Lord. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam. The subjects, people should be ruled in the right way. The administration should be just. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam. Mahim Mahishaha, all the kings of the world, all the presidents of the nation should rule the nation properly. So, Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam, Nyayeshu Margeshu, Mahim Mahishaha. Mahim, the whole earth, or you can say all the 14 worlds, apart from Vaikuntham also, including Vaikuntham also. Mahishaha, the kings, the earthly kings, should always strive for prosperity of the world, entire universe. Deshoyam Shobharagitaha, Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha, Kaveri Vardhatam Kale, Varshatu Vasava, Sriranganato Jayasi Sriranga Vardhatam, Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam, Nyayena Margen, in the right way, in the what we call bribeless government, Nyayena Margena Mahim Mihisa. Then Go Brahmanebhya Shubham Astu Nityam. Go Brahmanebhya. The cows must be protected, so that the children, especially children, will get the right nutritious milk. Go. The cow is the representative of all the gods on earth. That is, on earth we can see the cow with all gods represented. So go Brahmanebhya. Again I tell you, the people who are devoted to God. So Brahmani Nishthaha Brahmana. Brahmani Nishthaha Brahmana. One who is always in the thought of the Lord is called Brahmana. Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu, Mangalamastu. All the auspiciousness should be with these two especially. Then the whole universe will be in good state. So Gopana Shubhamastu, Loka Samasta Sugino Bhava. So that is the intention of Swami Vedanta Deshika in this particular verse. So we go to the next one. So he talks about himself. So Venkateshena, this is the mudra I told you. This is the seal, SEAL, the what we call individual identification by the name Venkatesha. So by Venkateshena, Vidita Nigama Simna, having understood all the scriptures, having understood all the scriptures, within inverted comma, the word all. So the entire, he has gone to the border. We call it in Sanskrit single small term, paradrishva. Paradrishva. He has seen the limit of the knowledge. Meaning, we also say in Hindi and Sanskrit, parangataha. We say parangat. Parangat is a highest examination in Hindi, meaning he has crossed the ocean of knowledge. So parangataha Sanskrit, if you just remove the vowel, that becomes Hindi. Generally, most words from Sanskrit, you remove the last vowel, that becomes Hindi. So you keep the consonant, retain the consonant, parangat. So here, so tat bhagu samaye samaksham. So whatever has been said in Pancaratra Raksha, each of them was represented. Each of them was presented. Each of them presented in the presence of Samaksham. Samaksham, before the eyes. Before the very eyes of the, they are the witnesses. Who are the witnesses? Bhagu Samaya. All kinds of sampradayas, traditions, religions, all religions. So a multi-religious meet was there, and Vedanta Deshika presented all his ideas then and there. Tat. Then what was the result? Baddha Jaitra Dhvajen. He came out successful with a flag hoisted for the victory got from the debates, arguments. So Baddha tied up tightly, Baddha, Jaitra, the victorious, Dhvaja, the banner, the flag, and so on. So Pratipadam, every word must have been listened to. Avadhana. Avadhanam is attention. So attention to every word. Pushyata. Add the word. Pratipadam avadhana pushyata. And when anyone understands completely and is nourished by pushyata, pushti is nourishment. So nourished by each word in this book, namely Pancharatram, not Pancharatra Raksha, Pancharatram, because Sattvatanam. So those who have understood the Sattvata Samhita of the Pancharatra tradition, Sattvata Samhita meaning again, it refers to commonly all the books available under Pancharatra category. So Sattvata meaning the right book, correct book, the appropriate book. It's called Sattvata. So generally, of course, Sattvata Samhita is there, special name is there, and now it includes all the Pancharatra books like Parameshwara Samhita in Srirangam, Shri Prashna Samhita, Purushottam Samhita, Paramartha Samhita, Ishvara Samhita, and so on. So many Samhitas are there. Narayana Muni Samhita. And there are so many mentioned in this Pancharatra Raksha. So Parishadi, Sattvatanam Parishadi, in the August assembly, in the learned gathering. Parishad meaning learned gathering. Vihita Iyam, it has been placed. This has been placed. Iyam, this, Vihita placed. So for observation, understanding, listening, hearing, and reading. So Panchakalasya Raksha. The preservation, Raksha is protection, safety of the 5-timed Pancharatra. The Pancharatram meaning 5 nights. During the 5 nights, Lord Shivanarayana said to Mahalakshmi this Pancharatra. There is no other author for this. For all the other books, we have authors. The names of authors are available. But for this, the only author is Lord Shivanarayana. So we go to the today's actually portion, namely page 181. So Kandulaha Kali Kajjala Avila Dhiyaha. So Kechit is some people, they confuse others. So they create irritation in the high heart, mind, meaning that they divert, uh, deviate from the main tradition, namely Pancaratra, and distract the readers, distract the audience. So they are called Kandulaha. Kandulaha meaning actually the basket, the bamboo basket is called Kandulaha. Meaning whatever we learnt from the preceptor drifts down, trickles down, as a basket cannot hold anything. A bamboo basket cannot hold anything. So some people are like that. So when they hear the knowledge, when they get the knowledge from the preceptor, they just forget it. So what happened? Why did they forget? So Kali Kajjala Avila Dhiya. Their intellect has been muddled with. So it has been made mud. So mud, Kalangi போறது, ஷேர் மாதிரி கலங்கி போறது. அதனால கலி, because of the Kali Yuga, the black era, Kajjala, the eye text that we say, collyrium, the word collyrium, Kajjala is collyrium. Suppose the eyes are applied more and more unwanted, unnecessary, over and above the required quantity, the collyrium, the eyes will not be able to see. So கண்ணில் மை இடும் பொழுது ஜாகிரதையாக மை இடணும். அந்த பியூப்பில், அந்த பாப்பா மேல மை இட்டு விடக்கூடாது. போட்டால் கண்ணு தெரியாமல் போயிடும். அதனால ஜாகிரதையாக மை இடணும். அதனால அந்த கஜ்ஜலம், ஆனால் இந்த கஜ்ஜலம் வந்து it is in our heart now. The collyrium is in our heart. The eye-text is in our heart. The black paint is in our heart because of the influence of the black era called Kali, where we are living in. So what happens is the intellect is in turbulent. Intellect is turbid. Turbid. Kalangi pochu. Avila dhiya. Kechit. These, intellect, understanding, right? So Jadaha, they are all inert people. They are lifeless. They look lifeless. They don't understand what they were taught by the preceptor. Then Nishphala Vikrosantu. So they are crying. They are saying aloud. They are shouting. What do they shout? They shout for the unnecessary fruits. Rather, they don't aim at any good fruits. Nishphala Vikrosam. They are vainly arguing. They are arguing in vain. Their argument is in vain. It is useless. Nishphalam. So they are crying actually Vikrosham. And with whom? Viyacharaihi sir. Viyat Akasham. Chara, resident of the sky, namely gods also. So Viyacharaihi sah. So along with the gods. So generally, when enemies gather together to fight a good person, they have company. They have very large company of bad people. So we take the help of gods also. The idle people, Jadaha, the idle people, the inert people, INERT, the inert people take the help of gods also. So தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க எரிஞ்ச கட்சின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, எரிஞ்ச கட்சி. So they are in for any bad aim. They want to ruin themselves. அதனால so along with the God's help, all the Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Vidyadhara, and so many people. So what happens is Bali Vyatyasa Vitrasibi. So there are two meanings for this, which I want to say. Maybe I'm right or wrong. So Bali, take the word Bali. Bali is sacrificing object. Sacrifice the object of sacrifice. Bali. So Vyatyasa, difference. Tamil we say Vityasam. Tamil say Vityasam, that is Sanskrit is Vyatyasaha. So Vyathyasa means difference. So the different objects are sacrificed. So Vitradibihi, they are, Bali is offering. Oblation we call it. Oblatayn. So Vitradibihi, so they are afraid of Vitras, they are actually shuddering. They are trembling. And therefore, so Vitradibihi, so though in their heart of hearts, they know that they are fighting against a good tradition, and therefore they have a fear it that shooks them, and as though they will be offered in the fire, Bali. So that means they feel that they are not different from the Bali to be offered in the fire. So in the fire of argument, they definitely know, though they are dull people, Jadaha, though they are dull people, they are intelligent enough to recognize that they will have a fall. So again, so Bali Chakravarti, Mahabali Chakravarti, though comes under the clan race, RACCLAN, clan of Prahlada, a Bhakta of Lord, the deepest devotee of Lord Sriman Narayana, but still, so Bali Vyatyasa Vitrasibi. So what happened to Bali earlier? In Vamana Avatara, what happened to Bali earlier? Therefore, so let us not be duped by, as Bali was duped by Vamana. So want to be very careful. The enemies want to be very careful. At the same time, what happened to Bali at the last? Bali fell at the feet of the Lord, and then he became Trivikrama. And then, so Bali, even today it is said that the Lord becomes the doorkeeper, what you call sentry at the entrance of the demon called Bali, Mahabali. And Mahabali's what we call punishment was to put down his pride, what we call ahankara and mamakara, the sense of possession only. So his egoism was brought down. That was the purpose of his incarnation, Vamana and Trivikrama, and therefore Bali Vyatyasa Vitrasibi. So let us not become Bali, that is fall at the feet of Lord Sriman Narayana. Let us not become what we call object of sacrifice, oblation, offering into the fire. So these two meanings are there. So they didn't want to become Mahabali. That's a Vitrasibi. They were afraid of becoming Mahabali. And therefore, the next line, Mogha Asha Api. They know that their desire is useless. Mogha means failure. Mogha means failure. Asha means desire. All of us know. So Moghasha meaning, so they have failure facing them. Their desires will not be fulfilled. Even then, Tata Videshu, in that type of Avitateshu, the untrue, Tathyam is truth, Vitathyam is falsehood, Avitathyam is true. So they knew that Pancaratra tradition is true, the Vaishnava Sampradaya is true, and not all other traditions. Therefore, Avitateshu, Aryeshu, respected people are supporting, the good people are supporting the tradition, and therefore the tradition is truthful tradition. So Avitateshu, Aryeshu, Amoghaha, they have no failures. There are always successes. Amoghaha, Purusham, very much. So even when the people refer to the Kechit, Jadaha in the first line, inert people, enemies of the right tradition. So even when their hopes are belied, Mogha Asha, even when their hopes are belied, then Brisham, very much, Muktaishwarya Mahaphala Udgamatiya. So, what are we to aim at? So, whoever be the enemy of this tradition, whoever be the friend of this tradition. So, what is our final goal? Muktehe Aishwaryam. Muktehe Aishwaryam. We want emancipation, liberation from the death and birth. So, we want to end the cycle of birth and death. So, Muktehe Aishwaryam, Muktaishwaryam. That is the Mahaphalam. That is the greatest fruit. So, Udgamadiya. So, we want that fruit to come up, rise up with us. So, Phala Udgamadiya, our intellect, our understanding should give rise to the greatest fruit. I will say Mahaphala, Mahattama Phala. So, the greatest fruit, namely our wealth, meaning wealth in the sense leadership, or the leadership to what we call emancipation, liberation, beatitude, moksha. Otherwise, I can also say the service, the important service to the Lord. So, Charya meaning service. Charya meaning the procedure. The Charya is a practice, yes, procedure. So this Charya, namely Pancaratra Raksa, or you can say Pancaratra, the Moolam, the Pancaratra, the original. So Charya Iyam, Acharyatam. Iyam Charya, this practice must be followed. Acharyatam. This procedure should be practiced. Whether you like it or not, willy-nilly, Willy, Nilly. So willy-nilly, that is without our even agreement, without our satisfaction, without our acceptance, we must follow. So if you want mukti, then follow this. Right, correct. So now last one. Tyaktam Shastra. So we gave up the science. Science in the sense, spiritual science. Shastra means science. Shastra means Vijnanam. Shastra means scriptures. So when we don't want to follow scriptures, when we want to disobey scriptures, Tyaktam Shastra. So we have given up the Shastra. We have left out. We have gone far away from the Shastra. Then Alepaka Prabhritibihi. There are people who write wrongly scriptures. They write scriptures. Some people write scriptures. They do not know the right scriptures, and therefore they write wrong scriptures. I think one of the religions can be quoted, but I don't want to go to controversy here. So simply one word I'll tell you, jihad. So jihad. So let us kill each other. So that will be the principle. Let us. So Veda Shastram Paramnas, right? Therefore, so Alepaka Prabhritivihi. Those who do not know how to write the right scriptures, or those who do not want to follow scriptures. So Kim Tena. So what is it for me? He says. Swami Vedanta Desika says, let us not worry about that. Kim Tena meaning, let them do whatever they like. Let them, what we call, deface the scriptures. Let them insult the right scriptures. Let them do blackout of the scriptures. Meaning, disbelievers of God may come in legion. Let them do that. Kim Tena. So what is it going to do? How can it affect me? How can it affect you? That's the meaning. How can it affect us? So, Tasya Agatam. Let us understand, such controversy has come already. In the Kali Yuga, Lord himself created Charuvaka Matam. Another Matam, Nirishwara Sankhyam. He created Nirishwara Sankhyam. he created a religion, darshanam, called a tradition called disbelief in God, God's existence. There is no God. There is no God. We call it nature, prakritihi, இயற்கை தமிழ்ல இயற்கை இயற்கை தான் நம்முடைய கடவுள். மரம் செடி கொடி இந்த உலகம் இந்த சிருஷ்டி எல்லாமே ஒரு இயற்கை. Nobody created it. So there is no Purusha who created. So this is the belief that Charvaka Matam. These came of their own accord. So Tasya Agatam, it has come. The theory of what you call atheism has come into existence. Kim Tena, read it again, read it back. Kim Tena. What is it going to affect? Pradvishta Jagatu. Pradvishta Jagatu. The whole universe is against the religion, the spiritual religion. Pradvishta, Dvishta, opposing. So Pradvishta, opposing tooth and nail. Opposing tooth and nail, whole Jagat, whole world, whole universe, whole world tirades against you. Tirades against you. Tirades. Tirades against you. Eka Chakshushi, with only one eye. Eka Chakshushi. So, which will have one eye? According to Srimad Ramayana, we understand that the crow, namely the son of Indra called Jayanta, made a blunder in doing harm to the goddess Mahalakshmi. And therefore, so it's called crow. As we say in Sanskrit, kakaha, Tamil also kaka. In Sanskrit also there is another name, Chirajivi, long-living bird, Chirajivi. So Eka Chakshushi, it has got only one eye. According to, because Rama plucked one vision out of it for a small punishment to the great blunder that it committed, and therefore Eka Chakshushi. Therefore, when the crow has got only one eye, so it has no full vision. The whole world, which is against the good tradition, has no good vision. Therefore, Diva Bhitehi. A crow is always afraid to travel at night in the dark place. They go to rest or sleep in the evening after 6 o'clock when the dusk sets in, DUSK, the dusk sets in, then they are afraid of the night. So Diva Bhitehi. And you can also say Diva Bhitehi is owl, OWL. So Andai, Tamil Andai. So they are afraid of light during the day. Daylight they are afraid. So Diva Bhitehi. Diva Bhitehi Tataha then Tasyakim. So what is the resultant effect? There is no harm to us. Tasyakim. What is the purpose of argument like this by people who have got only one eye? So Tasyakim. Then, so there is another analogy in the third line. So milk, dugdam. Dugdam is good for all, whether children or old people. Especially dugdam is what we call pure milk from the cow. Pure milk from the cow, not even from the buffalo. So cow's milk is dugdam. And for us, generally we say, Gita Mritam Dugdam. Bhagavad Gita is our milk. Dogda Gopalanandana. Lord Krishna is the cowherd. Lord Krishna is the cowherd. Upanishads are cows. Sarvopanishado Gavaha. Dogda Gopalanandana. So Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. So that Dugdam milk is not delectable to some people. Who are they? Pitta Hastaihi. People with Pitta Hataihi. those who are affected by the overflow or the less flow of the bile in our liver. Pitta dosha is bile, B-I-L-E, in the medical term. So, Pitta Hatehi, we have got Kapha, Vata, Pittaihi. We have got phlegm in our throat. Vata is the wrong wind, Apanavayu in the body, human body, and also Pittam. Pittam is bile overflow or less flow. So not enough flow. Insufficient flow of bile or heavy flow of bile will affect our health. Therefore, so Pitta Hatehi, those who are affected by the bile flow, they will not like to have milk. They will not drink milk. They will hate milk. Pitta Hatehi. Jugupsitam. They will feel disgusted if you offer milk to them. So they will not accept milk. Jugupsitam. What do you call? Loathsomeness. They will show the quality called loathsomeness. Loathsomeness. So Aruvaruppu Tamil. Aruvaruppu. They will show their dismay in drinking milk. They will not accept milk. They will reject milk offer. So Dugipsitam. So Ataha, therefore, Tasya Epikim. Why do you worry about them? They are all bad people. Durjanaihi. Pittahataihi Durjanaihi. Bad people only, wicked people only will reject milk. Milk is Pancaratra tradition. It's a pure tradition. As pure as the milk. So Durjanaihi, bad people who are affected by the bile overflow will reject milk. They will get disgusted with the milk. They will hate milk. So, Kim Durjanaihi Tyaktam Chedapi, even if they reject my work, Pancaratra Raksha, Matkritam, done by me, composed by me, which is Suruchiram, very interesting. Ruchiram interesting, Suruchiram very interesting. The Matkritam done by me. Tyaktam Chet, if they leave, if they give up, if they don't study my book, Kim Deshikaihi Tyajatu. He has a confidence here. Lord Swami Vedanta Deshika has a confidence here. So he has been asking question, what if? Kim Tena means what if? Kim Tasya means what if? Kim Durjanaihi Tyaktam Chet, what if? Bad people leave this book. But lastly, he says, Deshika is Vaidika, as we understand. So Deshikaihi Tyajate, Kim Deshikaihi Tyajate, whether good people, preceptors, will they leave this? Will they leave this? No, they will not leave this. Preceptors will not leave this. Guides will not leave this. Teachers will not leave this. Those who understood the right tradition will not leave this. Philosophers will not leave this. Friends will not leave this. Mentors will not leave this. And therefore, so what is the confidence? So he follows Kalidasa. Swami Vedanta Deshika follows Kalidasa. Kalidasa's style is a what you call fascination for Deshika. Kalidasa's style is a fascination for Swami Deshika. Therefore, he follows this style. Kalidasa wrote the first Mahakavyam, the great epic, called Kumara Sambhavam. Then he wrote Ritu Samharam, a description of 6 seasons, Ritu Samharam. Then he wrote Megadutam, an imaginary story in 144 verses called Megadutam. And then that is third one. Fourth one, he wrote the drama called Malavikagnimitram. Then he wrote another drama called Vikramourvashiyam. And he wrote Raghuvamsam as the 6th work. a Mahakavyam, a great epic. And lastly, he finished his list of works by Abhijnana Shakuntalam. So these 7 works are supposed to be the real creations of Kalidasa. Again, a nickname. We don't know his original name. We don't know his parentage and so on. But still, he is considered the greatest poet in Sanskrit. And therefore, Kalidasa was followed by Swami Vedanta Deshika. In Malavikagnimitram, when he started writing the first drama in his list of works, he said with a small confidence, with a little confidence, he said, my drama should be read first. My drama should be enacted then, should be shown in the stage. Malavikagnimitram should be shown on the stage. Then people will understand initially a little and say, oh, Malavikagnimitram is not very good, but it is not very bad also. They will say that. They will say like that. So this is the inner thoughts of Kalidasa. We understand the inner feelings of a poet, then we are all good readers. When we understand the intentions of the poets in their hearts, inner hearts, then we are good readers of the work. So he said, Puranam ityeva na sadhu sarva. He said in the Malavikagnimitram, Puranam ityeva na sadhu sarva. All old books are not gold, he said. All old books are not gold. Puranam is old book. Puranam is, of course, Lore. We are not talking about the Puranams written by Maharishis like Parashara, Maharishi, and then Vyasa and so on. So we are talking of ordinary old work, very old work, ancient work. So Puranam ityeva na sadhu sarvam. Everything of the old work is not good. All gold, all old are not gold, he said. So Nachapi kavyam navam iti avadyam. Because I wrote a new work, I am a new poet, I am a fresh poet, I am a young poet. I wrote this book called Malavikagnimitram, Natakam. It's a drama. And therefore, you read this and tell me, after reading it, judging it by looking at the drama on the stage, then tell me whether it is good or not. Don't tell me on the face, because you are a young poet, you are new to writing kavyas, you are new to writing dramas, we don't want to say that you are a good dramatist and so on. So he said, Nachapi kavyam navam iti avadyam. Because it's a new work, don't think it is to be censured. It is to be scolded. Avadyam. You mean that it contains a lot of mistakes? No. But because it is new, don't say it contains a lot of mistakes. So, nacha avadyam. Pariksha. Please test my work. Pariksha, test. Pariksha, anyatarat bhajante. So people will judge between two works and find out which is the better of the two. So anyatarat bhajante, they will take up the better one. Anyatarat bhajante, moodaha, a fool, that is one who does not enjoy literature. That's the meaning here. An idiot will not care about all works, all literature. But moodaha, pratyayaneya buddhihi. Pratyayaneya buddhi. So the fool will follow others' reviews, others what we call vimarsha. So if people have already commented on the particular work and they certified it as bad, then an idiot will follow their idea. Now, for example, one comment is there. What happened was there was a king called Harsha. There was a king called Harsha. Harsha the king. I think you don't confuse with the history of King Harsha with some other race, king's race. So there was a Harsha. poet Harsha. He is a very good poet. And he had Asthana Vidwans in his assembly. In his darbar, he had Asthana Vidwans. And he wrote 3 dramas. The king wrote 3 dramas. It is in his name. Ratnavali, Priyadarshika, and Naganandam. All the 3 dramas are very good dramas. Ratnavali is a Natika, a small drama with just 4 acts. But very interesting drama. All the 3 are very, very good dramas. Because for us, like in novice in Sanskrit, we must only appreciate all poets and all works also. So Harsha wrote these 3 dramas. King Harsha wrote 3 dramas. Kings are writing a lot of books. King Bojaraja, have written 32 Sanskrit works. 32 Sanskrit works. He wrote Gaja Chikitsa, treatment to the elephants, Ashwa Chikitsa, treatment to the horses, because he had to maintain the army of horses and army of elephants also. And he wrote Saraswati Kantabharanam, a very, very high level grammar book. Saraswati Kantabharanam. Saraswati Kantabharanam. Then he wrote Bhoja Champu, Ramayana Champu. He wrote Ramayana in a brief manner. Very interesting. More interesting than Valmiki, more interesting than Kamban, more interesting than Tulasidas, and so on. Very, very interesting book called Bhoja Champu, Bhoja Ramayana Champu. He wrote 32 works in Sanskrit. So kings were writing, but there is an accusation against Harsha that he got his court poets, the 3 dramas, Ratnavali, Priyadarshika, and Naganandam, written by court poets, and then he put his name in the print as author. So this is an accusation by what we call critics. We don't know why they did like that. We are still in darkness. Why they did like this? But why this comment has come? This comment has come. So many people accused many poets also. So whereas Swami Vedanta Deshika follows this style. So after he said, Purana mityeva nasadu sarvam nachapi kavyam navamityavadyam anyat pariksha anyatarad bhajante budah parapratyay neya buddhihi. He wrote this verse in Malavika Agnimitram in drama. Afterwards, the final work of Swami Kalidasa was Raghuvamsa. So he wrote with modesty the first 2 verses. Mandak Kavyesha Prapti Gamishyam Vipahasyata Pramshilabhe Phale Lobat Udbhagriva Vamanaha. He compared him with a dwarf who wants to reach a fruit in a higher high tree, which was not accessible in the branch. So he called himself a dull poet. Mandak Kavyesha Prapti. So he wrote that. And then he said, Ramayana was written by Valmiki, just like a thread was driven into a gem. So in order to make a garland of gems, a thread was already sent through a hole bored by people like Valmiki. Valmiki wrote Ramayana. Therefore, now to write again about Ramayana, I am just sending the thread through the hole made by Valmiki. So that's what he said. In a modest way, he said that. Then the 10th verse of Raghuvamsa, he said, Santaha Shrotum Arhanti. I put it in very harsh words. No fool should read my great epic. Santaha Shrotum Arhanti. Santaha means good people. Good people mean scholars. Scholars must go through my work. In those days, there was no book available in paper form. Therefore, they have to hear. As all of us are hearing from preceptors many books today online. So, Santaha Shrotum Arhanti. Good people should be fit enough, good people only are fit enough, qualified enough to hear my work. Santaha Shrotum Arhanti. Then they will understand, that means scholars will understand what is good and what is bad in my book. So Sat, Asat, Vyakti, Hetavaha. Santaha Shrotum Arhanti. Sat, Asat, Vyakti, Hetavaha. Then he said an analogy. In order to test the purity of the gold, where should we test the gold? The gold should be tested. The purity of the gold should be tested only in fire. Only in fire. So in the second half of the verse, he said, Hemnaha of the gold, Parishuddhihi, the purity, the full purity, the complete purity of the gold, whether it is 24 karat or not, we must test it only in fire. Hemnaha Parishuddhihi or Shamika Piva, whether it is a bad gold, whether it is a black gold. So black gold, தங்கம் நல்ல தங்கமா கருப்பு தங்கமா, அதாவது அது வந்து கரி தானே, வைரம்ங்கிறது கரி, உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். The diamond is only a carbon, solidified and made into what we call fossil. A diamond gem is only a carbon. A carbon, and what is fossilized carbon is called diamond, but it's very costly. We are buying it by paying a lot of money. So here, so Hemnaha Parishuddhihi, Shamika Piva. So whether it is bad gold or good gold, then where to Agnau Shuddhihi. So Hemnaha Vishuddhihi, Shamika Agnau Kriyate. In the fire we have to test the gold. Therefore, in order to go through the book of Kalidasa or even Swami Vedanta Deshika, we need a scholarship. We need scholarship to comment whether it is good or bad. And again, of course, we have no right to comment negatively and say this book is good, this book is bad. This book is so far good, and this book is so far bad. So in that, that is why we have the last line. Iti Sri Kavitarki Simhasya. He is a poet, at the same time a philosopher. He is a genius in philosophy and argument, Tarkika, polemics, 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 and politics also. You can say political argument. So Kavita in the poesy, 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 and sagacious. So Tarke Simhasya, he is the lion among the poets and the philosophy. And then Sarvatantra Swatantrasya, he is a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. Don't add the next line, master of none. So don't take the full proverb from English. So he is a jack of all trades. Sarvatantra Swatantraha. So Srimad Venkatanasasya Vedantacharyasya Kritishu Sri Pancaratra Rakshayam Nitya Vyakhyanakya Tati Adhikara. So we had the commentary called Nityam. And therefore this is the commentary that we had in Sanskrit, so by which we understood the Pancaratra Raksha. So this is the third chapter by which Sri Pancaratra Raksha comes to a completeness. So we thank everybody here today who has reaped the benefits of listening to about 180 sessions. 180 sessions over the years, uploaded already, fortunately and thankfully, by Keshavdas Swami here. And we are to take up a new assignment project. Already Keshavdas Swami has indicated his preference, but I don't know what God keeps ready for us to continue. So I want to give myself and yours, all of you, a rest till Deepavali. So Sankara, rather what you call Naraka Chaturdashi Snanam, or we call it Ganga Snanam. We can call it Kaveri Snanam. And we used to say that Mahalakshmi is also in hot water. So Ushnodakepi Mahalakshmi Vasati. That's what we say in Shastras. Therefore, in order to just give what you call manipulate or what you call support ourselves, when we take oil bath, we will have to take oil bath in hot water is a healthy bath, healthy bath. Generally, people in Srirangam will also take bath in the river, Kaveri river, in the cold water. But still, hot water is beneficial in while taking oil bath. Never oil bath should be taken before sunrise, and that is the only day before sunrise. Suryodaya Purvam Abhyanga Snanam Nishiddham. So oil bath is forbidden before sunrise at any time, any day, except only one day on 365 days. So we take an exception to the rule, and then we take oil bath before sunrise on that day. And fortunately, this time the new moon day comes after Deepavali, the next day. If at all the new moon day falls on the same day of Deepavali, the people who have to perform Tarpanam have to remain without normally taking oil bath. But some people say, take oil bath before sunrise as usual, celebrate Deepavali with lehyam after eating all bhakshanams. The savories, sweet and sour. We will have to keep our stomach without ache. வயிற்று வலிகள் வராம பார்த்துக்கணும். அதுக்காக we'll have lehyam. So Deepavali lehyam specially prepared with 15 medicinal what you call objects, 15 medicinal objects, not one or two. We do not know whether the 15 are made in shops while they sell the herbal medicine, 15 types we must add. In order to give a good taste, we add jaggery also, and mostly gingerly oil. Only sesame oil used for lehyam. And then when we prepare at home, it will be hygienic, good, healthy, and so on. So that day we are actually taking new dresses, exchange of pleasantries, the bhakshanams also, the eatables also with others. Then most important, we salute our elders. We do Shastanga Namaskara to elders on, of course, any auspicious day. And let us not worry about why Bhuma Devi's son, Naraka, had to be intimidated or annihilated. Let us not worry about that. In Shastra also they say we must make a noise by crackers also. Spotaha we say. Spotaha. So the word spotaha is always used. We buy very light, noisy crackers and then just to make ourselves happy. So all the festivals in our Sanatana Dharma religion are always concentrating upon food items. That is also there. But all those food items must be offered to God and then take. கண்டருள செய்ய பண்ணி அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை எடுத்துக்கணும் நம்முடைய வழக்கம். We have thanks to Sarmaji's comments. So as Lord Ranganatha has Nityotsavam, not only Pakshotsavam, Masotsavam, so Nityotsavam we have the entire, every day is a festival. Every day the sun is new, the moon is new. Every day we are new. And therefore our attitude must be what we call celebrative attitude. Celebrated attitude, celebrative attitude. So let me also ask you pardon if I have done some mistakes here and there, and then I must have slipped in the words and then so on. Yes, Navo Navo Bhavati Jayamana. So let us understand that Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu is the aim of Swami Vedanta Deshika by writing Pancaratra Raksa. And he wanted us to preserve the tradition as far as possible, as long as possible, as much as possible. So, thanks to everyone for we salute everybody. Sashtanga Namaskaram, Aneka Namaskaraha, Koti Namaskaraha for participation actively. And today we, Rajagopal Iyengar, has also sent a message which is meant for Chitra month, Ramanujacharya's month. Of course, Ramanujacharya is remembered by Swami Vedanta Deshika. He is another incarnation of Ramanujacharya. And without Ramanujacharya, there is no Sanatana Dharma for us. And therefore, so we are also worship all the preceptors. Lakshmi Natha Samarambham, Nathayamana Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Today, my Acharya, 46th Pontiff of Ahobilamed, Hari Singer, arrives at Srirangam today evening. So it's a good coincidence that I will submit to him that Pancaratra Raksha has been successfully completed by his grace, by the Acharya's grace. Today evening I will be worshipping him. It's a rare occasion, privilege that when we today Yadavabhyadiyam comes to a completion, Yadavabhyadiyam recitation, and also we have to take another work possible after Deepavali. Thanks to all of your participation. Jai Shivan Narayan. Srimate Ramanujaya. Gurubhyas Gurubhyascha Namo Vakyamadhimahe. Gurunimahe cha Tadradyo Dampati Jagadampati. Kashesha Bhutena Maya Svihi Sarva Parichadehi. Vidhatum Pritam Atmanam Devaha Prakramate Swayam. So we say that Bhagavan eva Swaniyamya Swarupasthiti Pravrti Kasheshataika Rasena Anena Atmana Katra Svakiyescha Upakaranihi Swaradhanaika Prayojanaya Bhagavan Sarvasheshi Shriyapatihi Paramapurushaha Kashesha Bhutamidam Shri Pancaratra Raksha Vyakhyanakhyam Karma Swasmai Saprite Swayameva Karitavan. So we have Swami Vedanta Deshika's tradition here. We don't say just like all others. Shri Krishnarpanam Astu. We don't say. According to Swami Deshika's tradition, Shri Krishna Padukarpanam Astu. We add Paduka, not only Rama, but also Krishna, because they are one and the same. So Shri Krishna, we all say, let us all say, you also say, Shri Krishna Padukarpanam Astu.
Sri Krishna Paduka.
Sarvam Sri Krishna Padukarpanamastu.
Sarvam Sri Krishna Padukarpanamastu. Over to Rajagopal Swami to give a good finish of the beautiful scene.
பாட்டோட முடிச்சலாமா? அது பாடிட்டு சொல்றேன். இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
நானே எழுதினது.
Oh, very good.
श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे निरता सदा தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ நேசமான உஜீவன வழி காட்டும் தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ தோப்பலில் தோன்றிய தோப்பலில் தோன்றிய ஜீவ நதியாம் தோப்புலில் தோன்றிய ஜீவநதியாம் ஒன்றும் குறைவில்லா பெருநிதியாம் எங்கள் தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ. வேறு கதி அறியா மானிட ஜென்மம் தன்னில் வேறு கதி அறியா மானிட ஜென்மம் தன்னில் வேத வழி நன்றே காட்டி நின்றாரே. வேறு கதி அறியா மானிட ஜென்மம் தன்னில் வேத வழி நன்றே காட்டி நின்றாரே. சரணாகதி ஒன்றே சரணாகதி ஒன்றே சரணாகதி ஒன்றே உய்ய வழி என்ற சரணாகதி ஒன்றே உய்ய வழி என்ற சாத்திரத்தை நெஞ்சில் நிலை பெற செய்த தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ. நெசமான உஜீவன வழிகாட்டும் தேசிகனை காண வாரீரோ. ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்கிய பூஷணம் கடனாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம் கவிதார்க்கிக சிம்மாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே வெங்கடநாதார்ய இடம் விஜயதா. வாதித்விகதிரோ பங்க பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமா
श्रीमान वेंकटनाथ
இடம் விஜயதா. ஈரொன்று தூப்பும் திருவேங்கடமுடைய பாரும் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானே
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय வேதாந்தகுரவே நமஹ. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ